everybody, and thanks for coming to GirlFest. Everything in this show is going to be improvised, and it's all about women. Whoa! Yeah. So all we're going to need is a suggestion from the audience, a word or a phrase to inspire us, and you'll see what we do. Does anybody have a suggestion?
Body image.
But I had to get those tests, I forget what they're called, electrocardiograms, you know, when they take off your shirt and they put on all those sticky things and then beep, 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 beep. All right, so not in a good place with my body. Not in a good place with having my top off in front of a doctor that I'd never met before. It happened to be his day when he had the shadow, you know, like the intern that comes and watches, and then he's like, now we're going to have her take off her top, and we're going to put on this sticky thing. And so they're both leaning over me, and I'm lying there, lack of boobs exposed, and little sticky things on, and he starts he thinks it's fun if we can fill out the questionnaire together. So he goes like, name, and I give him my name, date of birth, da da da, and then he goes, sex, yes, no, maybe.
I'll just need you to get on the seat if you could take take your skirt down.
Okay.
Okay, it's a routine exam.
All right.
I
Underwear stay on?
Oh no, take the underwear off in this office. We always take it off, right? Am I right? It's a gynecologist's office.
Okay.
I've been experiencing some heavy periods, I understand. If you could just sit down and get into the stirrups. It's my cat. Legs in the stirrups. Okay, so I understand you're experiencing some pain down. This is my cat. It's my cat. His name is George. No. It's just my cat. It's just my cat. It's just my cat. His name is George. It's a good cat. Oh, here we go. Here's Wiley. They get along. Well, that's a well. So some pain and breast tenderness.
That's a good one. Yeah, a little. It's licking. And it's got a really scratchy tongue. It's a really scratchy tongue.
No. You don't like her? Do you not like her? It says here on your questionnaire that you like her.
I like big.
Oh, look at them play. I'm gonna get my cat. It's so rare for them to get along like that. I enter photographs. I'm a photo person. I enter them into contests. And I won.
Sex!
I have a story about sex. Sex that I was there for, but I was not having, which is the very awkward situation to be in. I was 18 or 17 years old, and my friend was, it was her prom. We drove to Fire Island, we went to this hotel room, and it was small. It was only, I guess, meant for one couple or two couples, but teenagers, like, you don't really need a wall to keep doing what you've got to do. So we were like hanging out, and Jen and Chris were in another room, and they were fighting, and it was very romantic. And my boyfriend Matt and I were in the same room as Jackie and Lefty, and the mood struck, and Jackie and Lefty started to make out, and they were between us and the door, and so we were kind of like, okay. And then they started to have sex, and it wasn't just like sex. It was like, I can still see it. Her head was banging against the floor, the headboard, which is like something you see in like a movie, but it was happening like 10 feet away. And so we were like, we had a sheet, and we pulled it up, and we were like, oh my God.
I can't believe that I can't believe they're in there and they're just going and going and going.
Oh shit! Oh my God!
You know, I just remember when we were little girls, we promised we would stay virgins until we were married, and then now she is breaking our best friend promise.
Do you think third base is out of the question? You think that's really it?
I'm sorry. I I made a promise to myself, my mother, my best friends, and Jesus. I'm not having sex until I'm married.
We never should have came with her because she was the loose wire. She said she had a raging need. Look, Karen, I think that we should just not talk about this when we see her. If she and Lucky...
It's just, you know, you say, let's do everything together this weekend. Let's do everything together. And then someone clearly goes off and starts having...
And what about the Virgins Club? We had a Virgins Club.
I know.
Oh. So...
Oh my God, Rob, it's pretty great.
Dating.
When I was dating my husband, who is now my husband, I really was into him. And he was not so much for me. And my friends actually said to me, you know, you're like a stalker. You gotta stop. He doesn't like you. But I didn't give up. I just kept going. And we would go on these amazing dates to the park and to the beach and to the theater. And then I wouldn't hear from him for 3 weeks. And I thought, you know, this is terrible. And I got my courage up and I said, you know what, the next date we go on, I'm gonna sit him down, I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna tell him how I feel. So we went to this very fancy schmancy restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and we're sitting at these very close tables, and all the people around us are like diamonds, and they're all dressed up, and I'm pouring out my heart to him, and I'm telling him that, you know, I really care about you, and when we're together, it's so great, and you're hurting me. And the lady at the next table, all dressed up, got up to leave, and she leaned over and she said, I've never done this before, but if I were you, I would tell him to go to hell. Saul? I'm feeling very fond of you. You, slow down, please. You complete me.
Lorraine, I think you've just said something very important, but I haven't heard you yet.
Saul!
That's me.
You warm my heart.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, Lorraine. I'm sleeping with someone else.
That's right. He's sleeping with me.
She's a shiksa.
She's an artist. She makes greeting cards.
With a potato block.
She doesn't even wear a brassiere.
It's easier that way.
You disappoint me, Saul.
Lorraine, I turn to you for mental stimulation.
And you turn to her for the physical?
Manual stimulation.
There's something sick about this.
We're the ones who are sick. She's the one making us well.
Excuse me. I never do this. But you should leave that bastard.
All right, that's our show.